In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the technique I use to change yarns when I'm working on a project with different colored sections. If you're like me, you don't love weaving in a bunch of ends when you have to change yarns frequently in a project. I avoid this annoyance by slip stitching the yarn that was left behind up through the section I've just worked to bring it level with the live stitches on the needle. In this example, I'm using this technique on my pattern called Who Spiked the Shawl, and I've elected to work the slip stitches so that they are visible along the edge of the right side of the work. However, if you reverse this technique and work the slip stitches up the wrong side of the work, you'll have a small line of what just looks like straight stitches that will be less noticeable on the right side. So if you don't love the look of the crocheted slip stitches up the right side of the work, you can change this and just have them running up the wrong side instead. It looks fairly neat either way, in my opinion. You can use a crochet hook to achieve the same effect, but here I'm simply using the needles I'm already working with. The edge of this shawl has a garter stitch selvage edge, which makes it easy to pick the spots to pick up the stitches. As with anything in knitting, even if you don't copy what I'm doing exactly, just doing the same thing consistently will give you a neat result. The way I'm doing it, I begin by picking up 2 stitches with the dormant yarn and slipping the first stitch over the second. I pick up the stitches through the middle of the V formed by the knit stitch between the purl bumps in the selvage edge. I'm working with the second column of stitches from the edge. I continue picking up stitches through the knit V's and slipping the last stitch over the new stitch until I've worked all the way up to the live stitches on the needle. And I've just hurried that up a little bit for you so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. I slip the final stitch from my slip stitches over the left hand needle, and when I start the next row of knitting, I knit this new stitch together with the first stitch on the needle. Here I've slipped 2 and knit the 2 slip stitches together. That way I'm not affecting my overall stitch count. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can find me at www.fibersmith.com, and you'll find the transcript of these instructions posted below the video.